Vibrillionaire Soul Green, Soul Blessings, beautiful Vibrillionaire Soul family. Again, broadcasting live from Viejas Resort and Casino. And I need to hurry up because my phone is getting wet. But I want to give a shout out to Viejas Resort and Casino because we had a little setback with our appointments and they helped us in setting up an area so we can greater serve and do what Samadhi loves. So this video is just to give a shout out to the employees that were able to serve us and help us to continue to do what we love, because it is pouring out here. Well, it kind of died down a little bit, but it is pouring out here, and I needed an area so that I wasn't getting rained on. Look at this. Let me show you guys. It's starting to pour, so I need to get out of here. So, thank you, Viejas. This was just grateful because I don't even know if I'm going the right way. This is just beautiful because in asking, you can make things happen, but if you don't ask, nothing will happen. So ask. Make things happen in your life. Because if you don't ask, you're never going to find out. And as I was having a session with our student, a message came up that I want to share with you guys. And it came up earlier when we did our live, when I did my live earlier. Shout outs and love from Ali as well. As we are your hosts and visionaries and founders of Samadhi Sea of Wisdom Meditation School, serving both locally, humbly from our hearts out of Yuma, Arizona, all over the world. And where you already know it's never about positivity, it's never only about negativity, it's about something much more raw, something much more pure, something much more substantial, with much more substance, much more life, much more vitality, much more life, much more love. And that is about you. You watching this video, you waiting, and this is the message, you waiting for permission to live your life. Are you waiting for somebody's permission? Are you waiting for something to happen? Are you waiting for someone to happen? Are you waiting to get to some destination to be happy? To live joyfully, to live from a place of love, from a place of just awe, wonder at the simplicity of life? Because you don't have to wait. You don't need to wait for permission. You don't need to wait for a certain destination. You don't need to wait for an applause, a validation, because you already have the greatest validation, and that is you. Listen to your heartbeat. Stop the noise in the head. Stop waiting for the thoughts to give you permission. How many people wait until I get my thoughts right? I'm going to get my life right. Until I get this situation right, I'm going to get myself right. And that's where I was. So I'm telling you, if you wait, you're going to wait longer. But if you start, just little by little, say, you know what? And say your name. Say, Michael, I give you permission to live right now, because your brain is listening. See, your brain is listening to you. Just like I'm using this phone, just like I drive my car, just like I operate my computer. It's not going to do something unless I put the intention and I command it to do what I need it to do. Your brain is no different. It's always listening to what you're saying, to what you're thinking, to what you're reacting to, not responding. Because when you respond from consciousness, from awareness, from the heart, you'll live the life of simplicity, but profundity. Because this is complex. This is waiting to get all the things figured out, waiting to get everything in its right place in order to live. But when you live from the heart, the complexity goes out the window. And you live from the simplicity that... Welcome back. We lost you for a second, but it's okay. Gave me a moment to breathe. Because that's exactly what this message is about. Things don't go your way. Do you get all upset and frustrated? Or do you take the time to check in with yourself? Instead of poisoning yourself by getting upset, by feeling frustrated, by feeling impotent and powerless, you could take your power back. And not really take your power back, but remember where your power comes from. See, all of this is a reflection, is a projection, is a beautiful revelation of our gloriousness within. Because everything that you're seeing, everything that you're experiencing, you're really experiencing inside of you. All this beauty, all this wonder, all this life, all this magic. I mean, just look at this plant. This is a miracle. If you were to look at the complexity, the profundity of each and every leaf, I mean, just look at this leaf. If you were to look and analyze that leaf, you would see the perfection of all of this. Because this, in the small or in the great, is all greatness. And that's the greatness that you are. And that's the greatness that we wait to get permission to live. And we look at others to see if we have permission to live. For example, if my husband, if my wife, if my mom or my dad, if my brother or my sister, if my best friend, if my neighbor approves of me, then I can be better. Then I can do this, then I can do that. And we wait for permission from so many people. We wait for permission for, so many stimulation for permission. It's like, when I have that house, when I have that car, when I have that job, when I have that promotion, when I have that, I'll be better, I'll be happier, I'll be more at peace. Instead of realizing that your peace is inside. Instead of realizing when things don't go your way, you could take a breath and feel that. Because even when it's raining, even when it's cloudy, even when the conditions are not to your expectation, you could take a breath and awaken that realization that you are the center of your reality. That who you are is not determined whether it's raining, whether it's sunshine, whether whatever is happening outside of you is not dependent on whether should I be joyful, should I be sad, should I be mad, or justify why we should be angry, justify why we should hold resentment and a grudge and guilt over something that was done to us, something that wasn't done, that we were expecting. And we wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. And while we're waiting, the whole time that we're waiting, we're suffering. The whole time that we're waiting, we're poisoning our bodies. The whole time that we're waiting, we're getting sicker. The whole time that we're waiting, we're getting more confused and losing our sense of self. I mean, you talk about an identity crisis, we talk about mental health, mental awareness, mental abuse. We abuse our own self because we've been given the greatest intelligence. We've been given the greatest relationship with life itself. And because we don't know that, we get so confused waiting for others, waiting for someone to tell us if we're beautiful enough, if we're perfect enough, if we're sane enough, if we're good enough, if we're worthy enough, if we're loved enough. And this whole time that we wait, the only one that can give you permission to live is you. The only one that gets out of bed and brushes their teeth, takes a shower, gets dressed is you. So why would you wait for your inner self to be validated by somebody outside, by something outside? Why do we wait? And we wait and we wait and we wait. And even like yesterday, and I gave that message about waiting for the next president. Whoever is going to be the president shouldn't determine the factor whether you should live and love yourself. whether you should go and do what you've always been dreaming and wanting to do, because I guarantee you, if you look at the history of humanity, it's in the worst conditions that the greatest people have come through. So are you waiting for the conditions to be right? Are you waiting for the people to be right? And why are you waiting? Stop waiting. Rewrite your story. Redirect your movie. And take action on your life. Because you can have the support of the whole world around you. But it's up to you the action that you take. It's up to you the thoughts that you think. It's up to you the emotions that you react to and the behaviors that you consistently, habitually practice. Because all mastery is consistent practice. It's no mystery. It's no thing outside of this world. The more that you practice anything, the more you master it. So are you practicing you? Because if you're not practicing you, then you're mastering something outside, and you're wondering why you still don't feel good enough. No matter how much you've achieved, no matter how much you've accomplished, no matter what you have in your bank account, no matter how many cars, how many homes, trust me, there's people that have a lot of dollars and things and material, but they're not happy. So we can distill that happiness is not outside. Joy comes from inside. So I leave you with this, because I'm going to leave you with this. Stop waiting for permission to live your life. Stop waiting for someone to authorize, to agree, so you can live. Because I guarantee you, you'll never be the same. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. Get into your heart. Love yourself. Be genuine with yourself. If you've messed up, get up. Stop giving excuses why to stay down. Get up. And the more you get up, the greater you'll be to crawl before you walk, before you run. So now you can fly. So you can live free. Because you are free. So I love you all. Blessings. Blessings to all of you. Thank you. Have a great day. Rick Royal, everyone that's watching, I can't see. Blessings. Namaste.